Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis from One Day Fix It again. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's staying safe, healthy, and at 6 feet from everybody so you won't get sick. Today we're going to talk about how to put a tile floor in the correct way. The way I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the way that it's usually been done from when I've been doing it. As long as I've been doing it, I really haven't seen maybe one or two people who do it the correct way. And the rest, if you don't do it the correct way, what happens is your warranty, not that anybody, I've never seen nobody else really claim a towel got broke, cracked, or whatever. But if you're trying to claim anything for the towel breaker, for anything, whatever case what has to do with the towels, you have to do it the correct way. If not, it won't cover you. When you're building a floor, basically you want your floor nice and straight and level, plywood, whatever, but it has to be straight and level. So that's why I got a piece of wood. Basically, this is the floor. This is the cement board that we use where I'm from, and I'm sure everywhere else is the same or something similar. And a tile. Now, all I would need for this, drill, screws to put all this down, but for demonstrating purposes and teaching purposes, I'm not gonna screw this down, get all into that. I'm just gonna show you how it's supposed to be done, but how people do it. I'm guilty of this myself, but it's like, if you can't make the customer do what you tell them because the customer's always right. So whatever the customer asks for, that's what you're gonna give them as a contractor. But I'm gonna show you and how to cut this, but this is all basically I need to put a tile floor down. This here is not the bag of cement mortar for tiles. This is for tiles, but it is a paste. It's an adhesive, but it's more, this don't let the tile slide. So this is used by a lot of people, I know by myself, for the walls. That way you put the tile and they don't slide. If you use the bag, most of the time it slides. I don't use the bag for the size, I like to use this. On the floor, I like to use the bag. But for teaching purposes, I got this. This is what I'm gonna show you, like I said. With that, I'm gonna show you how to cut the hardy board. This is a cement board. This board is made so it'll take the impact of the tile when anything is dropped on it. That's the whole purpose of it. But this is what I use. This is just for paint rollers. And I just use this, a knife, whatever, to cut the cement board. Couple gouges. That's good, you cut it. That's all. Now, like I said, suppose this was the floor, I would screw this down. I would put my cement on here, then I would put my board, then I would put my tile. That's the correct way to do it. But no one does that. And the reason you would do that is because in a lot of these old houses, you would want to do that because the floors aren't level. You always have dips in them, this, that, and the third. So by you putting mortar, cement, towel adhesive, anything on this, before putting your hardy back, it'll take the impact and it'll fill up all them holes you have inside. But you don't pour it on there, you do it the same way. You would put it like if you're putting it for the tile. So you would do your whole floor the same way. This is your floor is screwed down. I didn't screw it down, like I said, this is for teaching purposes. This is to show you how to put your tile floors down correctly. It won't be this adhesive. This is adhesive I use it is for the walls and the floor. It says it right there clearly. Walls and floor. But I use it because it don't slide for the walls. Now, when you're gonna put a tile floor down, it has to be done this way so the tile don't crack and it takes the impact. So this is screwed down, that's your floor. Then you come with your hardy back. Then you put your hardy back down, which is your cement board. You put that down, so if your floor is uneven, the mortar is gonna fill in, you know, where it can crack, break, whatever. Then you come again with some more adhesive on top of the hardy back. Remember, once again, this is good for the walls. It says also for the floor. In the bathrooms, I sometimes use it on the floor, but to me, it's better for the walls because the tiles don't slide. Makes it easier for you to do your job when you're putting in tiles. Then you put your tile in there. You hit it with a rubber mallet, you know, bang it down, get all the air out of it. This is your steps on how to put a tile floor in. It is not the way people come and they put this on top of the floor, screw it down just like that, plain. Screw it down, then put your tile, the glue, and then the tile. No, that's not correct. This is the correct way. But I am also guilty of doing it with not that way because a lot of people don't want it and they're not gonna pay the extra for that. So if you are a customer, that is the correct way for your tiles to avoid them from being cracked and from taking impacts. But like I said, and for the contractor, this is the correct way. But I'm also guilty of the other way because that's what everybody asks for. So I hope you learn how to get your tile work done correct. Remember, the paste is better for the walls, for the floor. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's recommended for the floor. I'm just telling you the way I do things. This is my little way of doing it, but it is the correct way of doing it. But I would recommend the mortar better. When you're dealing with the floor, for the walls, I would recommend the paste. But this is the correct way of doing it, not just screwing this down to your floor and then putting the glue in the tile. No, that's a no-no, but that's what I see being done everywhere. And if it works, work it. I mean, I'm one of them guys that I try to find the easiest and the quickest way to do things for people and myself. So with that, I hope you've learned something. Don't forget, my name is Louis from One Day Fix It. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, any comments, you need me to answer something, you didn't get something, I talk so deep and funny or something, just, send me an email at onedayfixit45@gmail.com. With that, have a good day and stay safe.